Time is the one asset you never get back. So I won't waste your time. Let's get straight into it. Here's a no BS guide on how to join the top 1% of modern monarchs. I'm sure you are wondering, what is a modern monarch? A modern monarch is an individual who is the ruler of their mind and designer of their life. In this modern age, less and less people have the sovereignty over their own minds. We have been indoctrinated to no longer think for ourselves by the school system, media, and society. Instead of having sovereignty over their own minds, the majority accept the ideas imposed upon them by the ruling class. A modern monarch stands out far above the rest, a modern-day monarch in a world full of sheep. This life is akin to a video game where every day you are given the opportunity to progress in developing your character and experiences with the choices you make. I need you to truly grasp this harsh truth. The life of your dreams will slip out of reach if you continue to neglect your growth. Take a second with me. Picture your ideal self. Picture how you look, how others would perceive you, and the fulfillment you'd receive from being the most confident and authentic version of yourself. Now, imagine yourself on your deathbed. As you take your last breath, your life flashes before your eyes, and you see all the things you could have done differently. But now, it's too late. You'll never get a second chance. You feel that? The unbearable fear and regret that shakes you to your very core. You've lost your potential, your dream life, the positive impact you could have left on others, all because you chose ignorance, comfort, and sloth over the pain of growth. In this matrix, there are divine and natural universal laws that govern our experience. These laws demand your consistent evolution. It's either create or disintegrate. You either get a little better every day or you get a little worse. The choice is yours. That's why it's imperative to elevate yourself into a high-value individual. So what's your decision? What will you choose? I know mine. I choose the pain of growth over the pain of regret any day of the week. So step 1, remove your shackles. To begin the journey towards becoming a high-value individual, we must first see beyond the illusions often perpetuated by popular culture, religion, and the institutions we belong to. This initial step involves identifying the mental shackles holding you back from your ideal self, and you must break free of them. Having wealth, a sculpted physique, or success with women is undoubtedly desirable. However, if you lean on these external factors as your sole pillars of self-value, you miss the mark entirely. It's a common misconception that amassing riches, attaining a chiseled six-pack, or beautiful women automatically elevates you to being high value. Yet, when navigating circles where everyone has the ability to status signal similar achievements, they become a baseline expectation and still don't separate you from the rest of the world. Reflecting on my journey early on in my search to understand who I was, who I wanted to become, and the world I lived in, I learned that all of the physical was a product of the non-physical, spiritual realm. As stated in the Kabbalion, the all is mind, the universe is mental. As I began to understand this truth, I realized true high value isn't surface level. It isn't just skin deep. You see, high value, it resides in the confrontation and eradication of the fears and negative mental programs we often attempt to conceal from others and even ourselves. This journey is nuanced, contextual, and can span many years. It's a journey of introspection, toil, and self-acceptance. Initially, you might tick off accomplishments that scream success to the world of sheep, but true self-actualization demands something much deeper. Many quote-unquote successful people, according to the world, are deeply depressed and tormented. You see, it's vital to evolve into the true embodiment of that success. It must extend deep into the core of your being. Authenticity isn't an overnight revelation. It's accumulation of hard-fought battles and soul-searching. But when you finally are stripped of accolades and material trappings and you confront the raw essence of who you are, that's when you are certain of your true worth. And that, my friend, cannot be rushed. It's a process that unfolds in time, where you transition from mere achievement to authentic self-realization. Step 2, reimagine reality. As said in the previous step, becoming a high-value individual isn't about external achievements. It requires a fundamental shift in how we perceive reality. Many mistakenly believe they can ascend to high-value status within a year or two, but the truth is far more nuanced than most people will let on. In my experience, unless you experience some kind of mystical event, genuine transformation demands relentless internal work. You see, it's not merely about achieving success. It's about fully integrating that success into your identity. It means going from seeing the world as something you are in to seeing it as something coming from within you. For me, this journey started at the age of 18. During my senior year of high school, I began embarking on a path of self-discovery. And while this journey is a never-ending one, only recently, after 5 years of persistent and continuous development, do I no longer feel the need to prove myself to anyone, or I'm no longer searching for value in external trappings. You see, true high value emanates from within. It's reflected in one's alignment of beliefs, character, and actions. It's a quality that speaks volumes, perceptible to all, yet only recognized by those who know how to see. And I don't just mean with your eyes. The true top 1% can see through the facade, the illusion of the physical, and recognize the disparity between appearance and substance. While your timeline may differ from mine and others, don't fall into the trap of comparison, where your journey is uniquely your own. This journey could take you 2, 5, 10, 15 years, or even more, but consider the alternative. Instead, you allow your insecurities and past traumas to rob you of your future, a future designed specifically for you. Which is exactly what these unaddressed issues will do. They not only hinder your personal growth, but they affect your experiences with others and your environment. So begin now to not only identify the shackles holding you back, as mentioned in the previous step, but also envision your higher ideal self. As humans, we think in pictures. For example, if I ask you to envision a car, in your mind you picture a car. You don't picture C-A-R. No, you think in pictures. There is no picture in the mind. Then you know there is confusion in the mind. James Allen, author of As a Man Thinketh, said, "Until thought is linked with purpose, there is no intelligent accomplishment." The picture you craft in your mind of your ideal self is that thought. Your vocation, or your why, is that purpose. The reason you aim for that idealized version of yourself. Confront your inner demons, reimagine your ideal future self, and how you can use your uniqueness to impact the world. Or you'll always struggle to attract that genuine connection to yourself and spirit necessary to manifest your ideal life. So embrace the journey, no matter how difficult or lengthy it is, or it's the only path to true self-realization and lasting fulfillment. Step 3, turn adversity to opportunity. The third component on the path to becoming a high-value individual is transmuting adversity into opportunity. This adversity is a natural part of the journey, for anyone continuously expanding their comfort zone will experience it. I have experienced adversity in nearly everything I've done, from failed projects and investments to team members who I thought were loyal quitting on me, and even having money stolen from me. Such challenges are meant to compel you to rise to the occasion, yet many fail to confront their weaknesses and crumble under the pressure. You cannot embody the essence of a high-value man or individual without subjecting yourself to the crucible of adversity. Right now, look in the mirror and ask yourself, would you be willing to let your future child follow and be led by this current version of yourself into battle? Be brutally honest with yourself, for within the current state of lack lies the opportunity for your growth. I'm sure for most of you, the answer was probably no, or else you probably wouldn't be watching this video. I understand that some of you may hail from comfortable backgrounds, and perhaps for most of your life, you've been shielded from life's harsher realities. However, life won't always be this easy. It's of extreme importance that you actively seek out your shortcomings and confront that adversity head on. Whether it's engaging in cold approach interactions with strangers or doing a strenuous exercise, the act of forcing oneself through adversity fosters reliance and fortitude. Reflecting on my experience, I decided challenging myself by starting businesses and investing despite never having any previous experience or mentorship, all in the hopes of eventually altering my mindset in life. This act of defiance against my own self-doubt reaffirmed my belief in my own strength and resilience. I was fortunate enough to enjoy a somewhat sheltered upbringing thanks to my parents' sacrifices, and I knew it was imperative to seek out adversity, to confront the fires that would temper my soul. After I jumped in the deep end and failed over and over, I began to experience unprecedented mental growth and the exact success I was searching for. It's only through adversity that you discover your true strength, and only the individual who has weathered life's storms can command the respect and admiration of both men and women alike. I once heard it said, "Smooth seas don't create good sailors." Step 4. Attaining true freedom. The fourth element in the journey to becoming a high-value man or individual is attaining true freedom, encompassing financial, location, and time freedom. Understand this, there's no such thing as passive income. Don't be misled by the notion of setting and forgetting. Everything requires maintenance and attention. However, there is such thing as properly leveraged income, achieved by delegating tasks to the right people and implementing effective systems, or properly investing in assets that take minimal upkeep. For most people, they should honestly choose to earn around $10,000 to $20,000 a month while enjoying the flexibility to live and work anywhere over making millions of dollars, while being tethered to a single location and being subjected to someone else's schedule. Wouldn't you rather have the freedom to decide when to hit the gym, hang out with friends, or embark on spontaneous trips than be beholden to a rigid schedule dictated by someone else? And don't assume that only office jobs impose such restrictions. Even business owners, sports professionals, or actors who are idolized for their apparent freedom are more often than not restricted by stringent schedules and responsibilities. So remember, true freedom transcends mere wealth accumulation. It's about reclaiming autonomy over every aspect of your life, starting with your mind, and then your time, and then money. The last and final element essential for becoming a high-value individual is cultivating a robust network of other like-minded high-value individuals. Many individuals fixate on networking early in their self-improvement journey, but my approach is a bit different. I have dedicated myself to personal growth for the past 5 years. I have been focused on becoming an exceptional and irreplaceable individual in the lives of others. Consequently, when I emerged from this period of self-development, those I once admired began to regard me with respect. Rather than actively seeking out connections, I found that they began gravitating towards me, or we met as equals through mutual introductions. In life, there are challenges that money alone cannot surmount, and this underpins the significance of having a strong and high-value network. Someday, you may require problem solvers for yourself and loved ones who are willing to do whatever is required. Throughout the past year, I've encountered numerous challenges, all of which were either resolved independently or with the assistance of my trusted network. This ability to navigate obstacles is a necessity and garners respect from both men and women, elevating your status and influence. A strong network bolsters your ability to overcome obstacles and commands respect. However, as mentioned earlier, it's crucial to first address the preceding components before fully harnessing the power of a high-value network. Only then can you transcend to a position of influence and power. Let me assure you that each and every one of us has the potential for greatness within us. I understand the fear of not finding your purpose. It's why I do what I do. But what I want you to remember is it's never too late to embark on a journey of self-discovery. If you want to begin that journey and significantly reduce the time it would take you by doing it alone, join us in the Modern Monarchs Mastermind, where you'll define your beliefs and values, explore your curiosities, and uncover your unique vocation. Don't let self-doubt and uncertainty hold you back from a fulfilling life of your own design. Join us today by clicking the link in the description to learn how to unlock your full potential and make a meaningful impact on those you love and the world around you.